Hello and welcome to the LuckerdogsCast.
That's wrong.
But I can say it.
Yeah.
I've asked multiple times on previous episodes whether I'm allowed to say that shit, and you've answered yes every single time. So, once again, welcome to the LuckerdogsCast. I'm here with
That's like brand confusion or something. You can't do that. People will get they won't know what to do.
Yo, what if they like Fucker Dogs better? We could just change our name.
Alright,
we're gonna start.
Put it in the comments. What do you want, Lucker Dog or Fucker Dog?
we have to grab the domain.
Yo, what was the name of that one person who actually comments on our videos?
I don't know if you got his name already.
The dark one.
Oh, yeah, Darkness35.
Yeah.
Please comment on the video and be the deciding
subscriber
vote.
of the year.
You're our only vote right now. So remember, vote for Fucker Dogs. Anyways, alright, let's
introduce us.
Oh, yeah. You bitches complained about who was introduced in what order last time. So who wants to go first?
He does.
I always do.
Alright. I'm here with Beomot.
Oh.
Wow.
Right, who's next?
Anyone else?
Alright, Vic Champ.
Called it.
Hello.
Okay, wait. I have to stop right
Finish.
there. No, this is important.
Alright.
Look. No. No, don't break character, man. This is for the show. Wait. Okay, anyways. So you guys are going to have jobs age, right? What if one day you're on some sort of important meeting, and then the important meeting with your guy just goes, "Hello, I'm blah blah blah," and then you introduce yourself, and I'm like, "Hi, I'm real name here." Hello. You will be disgraced to company. Anyways,
That'd be hilarious.
And fucking Barnder's last.
Hey. Stop.
Yeah.
Barner with Big Bitch.
Alright, that wasn't very nice. Stop making noises with your feet.
I can't.
Just put your feet on the couch.
I'll put my foot on your.
Alright, don't put my foot...
Noises are really just created from our perception by vibrations in the air. So even movements of our feet, which don't involve contact with a hard surface, are technically making noise, just not ones that we can perceive all the time.
That's right.
Alright, well...
You know what else we can't perceive?
Don't make noise the mic can hear.
Can we make
Yo, who's Mike? We haven't introduced the Mike yet.
Can we make really high-pitched screeches instead?
No.
Why not?
That's even worse than the banging that always happens while we're doing this. So no?
Are you
no
implying that we
banging?
bang each other?
No! Wait, no one's banging anyone.
Hey, that's not true.
Okay.
Speak for yourself, bitch.
No one's banging anyone here, and let's not bang on the ground.
Okay.
Alright. So, now that that's settled...
we're going to bang on the ground later?
No, we're not banging on the ground at all! No bang.
He likes harness sex, just so you know.
Sex dungeon.
Suspended?
Yeah, the sex slave.
BDSM.
Or, as they say in 50 Shades of Grey, the playroom.
Yo, what's this thing on my hand?
Why are you...
Wait,
no,
that's not
you
okay.
can't bring that
No,
up!
what's this thing
People
on my hand?
can't see
What's
that!
this thing on my hand?
It's a bump?
No, it's a transition.
Wait. That was...
So what?
Alright, what's our topic?
What we did this week?
Yeah,
Oh,
we
yeah,
start
yeah.
off with what we did this week. We'll leave you for last,
Okay,
and I guess I'll start this time.
cool.
Alright.
I'll just play Puzzle and Dragons or something while you're talking.
Yeah, that was incredibly effective.
Alright. What I did this week,
You touched my dick,
That's true.
Alright, well,
and you broke my bed.
You remember when his nuts were in...
wait, time out.
Remember when your
Time
nuts
out.
were in his pants?
Guys, I don't think this is really appealing to the target audience.
guys, time out. We'll get to that in a second.
Alright.
Now, Valentine's Day was this last weekend, right?
And that's why your nuts were in his pants.
And
Ooh.
which means there were a lot of video game sales.
Wait, really? That's a thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there were also, which also means there were a lot of video game sales on fighting games. Because, two
What?
people play those together,
Oh.
so they always have fighting game sales. And I bought a bunch...
That
What?
You can
kind of-
interpret that multiple
Right?
ways.
Promoting fighting games on
Yeah.
Valentine's Day.
That'd be
Think
hilarious.
about
Well,
it.
it's just supposed to be you play on the couch together. That's
Yeah,
the whole
okay,
point.
okay.
Anyway,
We're gonna start punching each
So-
other for real.
so what I got was Dead or Alive 5 Ultimate, Soul Calibur 5, which we still haven't played.
Wait, we got Soul Calibur 5?
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you didn't mention this at all, man.
I would have
Look at this guy just buying everything for himself.
We can talk
If you
about
had said
later.
that would have changed everything.
All right, well, my bad. You should have seen me. I bought it in front of you.
No, you
No,
actually
I
didn't. I walked
I
away.
hit. All right, then fuck.
Because
you.
I've been saying it repeatedly. I was like, it's all got five.
Alright.
And you were just like, nah.
Well,
That's
moving
good
on from.
too.
Well, we still haven't played it. We'll get around to playing it when we start our fighting game show.
Alright.
And I also got 2 classic games. Wait, no, 3 classic games.
What
Which
do you
was
mean by classic?
King of Fighters 99,
Oh dear.
which yeah, didn't play that well when we played it. We also got Street Fighter Alpha 3, which was alright. And what was it? Another one? Oh yeah.
Vism.
Yeah, Capcom versus SNK 2,
It's
Mark
okay.
of the Millennium,
Oh wait, that wasn't Ism Vism.
2001.
Ism Vism was Arena 3 or whatever, right?
Alpha 3, yeah, Ism Vism. Yeah.
We have to talk about
We
Ism Vism.
we learned that like old fighting games have really like complicated, I guess, systems, and they always have like bad names. Like how in Capcom vs SNK, it's like a letter and like a groove, so S groove, N groove, C groove, and then in Alpha 3 it was the isms.
Yeah.
A-ism, X-ism, V-ism.
Yeah,
I don't know what they were trying to get like do with I don't know what they were trying to do with like those names, because those names are awful. Maybe like the Japanese think it sounds cool.
Ism Vism sounds totally cool to me.
You think so?
Yeah, or Ismism. Ismism was even better.
Alright.
And then
trying to entertain you guys.
Ismixism, I think, was undefeated, right?
No, it was ism vism.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Ismism was
Yeah,
undefeated.
yeah.
Alright.
So
Ism
fun
Vism is
times. Look forward to the fighting game show.
great. Yeah.
And I played more of the Wonderful 101, and the what was it? You tried to sabotage me by taking the gamepad. So fuck you. But I did the first boss fight, which was great.
Speaking of sabotage.
All right. Well, no, we're not there yet.
Alright. No.
Oh, all right.
Remember that time he took the gamepad for Super Mario Brothers something?
Oh, no, New Super Mario Brothers Wii U.
Okay.
Jesus
Where you just
Christ.
draw the blocks and
Yeah,
like,
You mean when I was helping you guys?
Yeah, he helped a lot.
A lot of help.
Like
So,
building all those blockades?
In New Super Mario Brothers for Wii U, the
Shitty
person
game.
with the gamepad. Well, first of all, you can't play it all on the gamepad if you just want to play as a regular character for whatever reason, unless you're playing one player, which is dumb. But other than that,
That's sad.
but other than that, you the person with the gamepad gets to make fucking blocks. Now that could be really useful, or it's like the most impossible thing ever. And
But I was being a benevolent god.
what we had.
You remember that
was-
time I threw you into the lava?
So what we got was Bailmont putting out blocks, and then
The
they
most
would block.
helpful places.
they would stop us from going anywhere, and then the gears would come around and crush us, and we die. What a great game!
It's an allegory for life.
Yeah, so like we get cornered and die.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Many things are out of your control.
That's fucked up, guys. We don't need to go there. But other than that, Wonderful 101 first boss fight was amazing. Very Platinum Games, kind of like
Wasn't the first boss fight the baseball stadium thing?
No, that wasn't really a boss fight. That
I
was
mean,
like
it
that
was
was
big.
like no, that was like the stage ender fight. Boss
Yeah,
fights in
that's
like they're the big thing of the stage. But other than that, yeah, nothing else. All right, now anyone else? What did you do in your week?
Hey, you skipped over where you touched my dick. And you broke
I
my
was
back.
just leaning. Well, I wasn't even leaning. I was mostly just like putting my hand
on my dick.
on the couch.
On my dick.
His dick happened to be there,
And you touched it.
and I touched it.
You remember
That's
when you slapped me in the head or chopped me in the head today for no reason?
I was trying to slow you down. You're walking too fast.
Yes, you chopped me in the head.
Well, sometimes you gotta get a little violent.
Oh,
Like how you got
Yo,
that
is that
with
your
my dick?
advertisement for the upcoming 50 Shades of Grey movie?
Whoa.
this podcast sponsored by.
Let's not go there. Let's not go there.
I mean, the movie
But-
already did.
Move.
I'm kidding. I heard the movie was actually slightly better than the source material.
All right, but that was my week. Anyone else? What did you guys do in your
I'm
week?
sure I did plenty.
Yo, your week was weak, man.
Oh,
Anyone else?
so what? Tell me what I did this week because I don't remember.
What did you do this week? You found out stuff about your computer?
My computer.
Oh, here we
Alright, so to do our Hotiful Boyfriend playthrough, I was like, how do I record some stuff? I was like, oh, Fraps. And then I realized free version of Fraps records for only 30 seconds or something like that. So I was like, oh, fuck that. I'm not trying to pay some money here.
Just pick up a bunch of 30-second clips.
So, forgetting I had Shadowplay, which is what we ended up using, I'm looking around for like a free alternative, and I accidentally downloaded this thing that used to have a good reputation and was like alright or whatever, but now is apparently just adware. So my computer is basically completely destroyed, and
It's all thanks to Barnder.
yep.
I didn't tell him to download it.
No.
All I said was find something to record with.
First
then-
you break my bed, and now you move on to his computer.
And
What's
then
next?
when you were sitting there, I was like, oh, what about this? And you were like, yeah, sure.
That doesn't mean I
What
said
an
I'd force you to
asshole.
get it.
It kind of did,
It
though.
just means
There
I
was the
made
pressure.
Asshole.
Of putting out content. So anyway, I have to like nuke my computer. So that's always fun. So Hotiful Boyfriend is on
Hold.
hold for the moment. But we will finish it because that game is amazing.
Alright. Anything else?
What else did I do? Tell
I don't
me.
know.
I don't remember.
You should know. Do you
You went
remember
to
like
Cinco
what
de
happens
Mayo?
in your week?
No, it's burritos, so that's pretty good.
Yeah,
Yeah.
good burritos.
I like burritos.
Alright. You done?
Candy's good.
Oh yeah, we got some post Valentine's candy.
Oh, garlic corn.
Oh
What?
God. Okay. All right.
Alright, so I am known for my creativity in culinary dishes.
Or
Culinary dishes.
desperation.
I had some cream corn, and I wasn't really feeling cream corn, right? But I had nothing else to eat. I'm like, I'm hungry. So I microwaved some cream corn, and then I'm like, I should add some garlic to this. So I did, and it was actually kind of good. But then I was like, this isn't good enough. So then I added, what did I add? Onion flakes.
No, first you added Frank's.
Oh yeah, Frank's hot sauce, which by the way is amazing. And then I added onion flakes, and then I added Cajun spice, and in the end I got this horrifying mess of cream corn. But the garlic was actually really good, so in the future if I have cream corn, I'm actually going to add some garlic to it, because garlic corn is apparently pretty good.
Breakthrough in cream corn
Technology.
Yeah.
Yeah, why don't you talk a little bit more about how you ate Cajun spice straight up?
Oh yeah, so from this event I found out that Cajun spice is pretty good. Or was it later? I don't know, whatever. But anyway, I was hungry one day, but I wasn't actually hungry, I just kind of wanted something salty. So I opened up my thing of Cajun spice, put a little bit on my hand, and then like licked it off my hand. And it was really good, and everyone thought I was weird, but it was amazing. You've never had a good, spicy meal like Cajun spice off your hand.
So, fun fact about Vic Champ. He can't say no to food.
That's true.
If there's food in front of him, he has to eat it for whatever reason.
That's true.
There's something wrong with you, man.
Traumatic upbringing.
No, there's something wrong with you for not finishing it.
Well, it's not like I throw my food out. I just eat it later.
You remember the banana that was like black on the counter?
What
that
about
yours?
it? No.
That's
Oh.
probably mine.
Alright, well, you both have problems. Because you do that shit too.
But we don't waste the food. We just eat it later. You just don't stop until everything's
does the
done.
trash can
Oh, wait,
get included
remember?
in the we?
No, we don't. No, man. We've never just thrown out food.
I did the other day.
Whose food?
It's banana.
All right. Well,
Because it was black. It
Alright.
blended in with a
That
bag that was
banana-
entirely black.
it's just one banana. That's all right. Okay, bananas are okay to waste a little bit.
How about all that other stuff that was in the fridge for like a year?
All right. Sometimes I might just forget food, and then like it turns out it went bad by the time.
You mean like every day?
No. I've gotten way better at it.
That's true.
I've gotten
Because
way
we
better
need
at
You've
it.
gotten way better at forgetting your food?
No, I've gotten way better at remembering that I have food and I just eat it.
Like your gallon jug of milk.
Wait, no, but I always finish those. At least I have in the last like 3 months. So there's that.
Congratulations.
Getting better, okay? Progress. Speaking of progress, what did you do this week, Beamon?
No, we have to talk about the clusterfuck where Vic Champ was like having stomach troubles.
Yeah.
This is turning very personal.
No. So see.
And then everyone wants to skip class.
Yeah.
And then nope.
Oh, that was great.
Yeah.
I won.
So bad things happen to me, right? And talking about how I can't say no to food, I eat a lot of food. And usually for lunch, I have like a whole bunch of food. And one day I had too much, I guess.
As opposed to not food?
Wait, what? What'd I
Just
say?
go.
I had a whole bunch of food.
I eat boxes for lunch. What do you eat?
Shut up. So anyway, I had way too much and my stomach started hurting really bad. So I'm like, alright, I really should go to class. And then my stomach stopped hurting, so I was like, oh cool, I can go to class. But then when we were getting ready to go to class, my stomach started hurting again. So as we're driving to class, I'm like, I gotta get out of the car. And I just start walking back, right? And everybody else was like, oh, we're just gonna walk back with him because he can't do it alone. But then they just went to go eat instead or something like that.
Well, so the plan was like, we're like, all right, let's just go eat. And then when we got to the place where we're gonna eat, we're like, all right, the bus is already there. We might as well just go to class. Like, it's not gonna be that far. So then we ended up going to class.
Yeah. So everything ended up being right.
Man, fuck you.
Like, I couldn't go, but everyone who could go did go.
Wait, no,
'cause
that's
you
not
didn't
true.
go.
I went back.
Then he just
Oh.
came back.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
Yeah, don't you remember? You were in the bathroom when I showed up, and then you were like, "Wait, why are you here?"
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so we got out of his car to get food, but we ended up going to class, and then he just drove back.
Which is funny because I was originally going to be the only one who did go to class.
Yeah.
Yo, directed by M. Night Shyamalan.
The biggest twist. So fuck you guys. We had to go to class.
You didn't have to. You
No,
chose to.
you forced us. We were forced. That bus was like asking us to get in. Okay? That's just how it goes.
Wait.
All right.
Alright, but speaking of buses,
What?
Transition.
what did you do this week?
Nothing.
Nothing at all? You didn't play any new games? Try anything new?
I was extremely disappointed by KOF 99.
Well, you know,
No
It's old.
move list. What
it's
the
old.
fuck?
Well, the old games were just like, they just took the arcade game.
Well, I mean, they
And,
had the manual.
Yeah, and they all came with a manual that had all the moves. Because they didn't want to do extra work after the arcade. Like, all they did was, alright, here's the arcade game, put the arcade mode in, put a versus mode in, and then just add like a survival mode or time attack or something. That's it. They didn't put move lists in because you were supposed to read those on like the arcade thing. Yeah, and just you want me to order the manual?
No,
Yeah?
so moral of the story here is, if you get an old fighting game, get the game and then order the arcade cabinet so you can read it to see the move list
Mhm.
and then just play it.
And then
Yeah.
return the arcade.
So yeah, KF 99. Not
What
very
a
good.
disappointment,
Yeah.
man.
But it's alright. And finally, we come to the last person. What did you do this week?
Well, first of all, let me tell you a thing. I was playing Puzzle and Dragons just now while you guys were talking, and the thing is, I'm not very far along yet, so I can't do any of that stupid 50 stamina legend or whatever. And starts with M. Mythical shit. But there was like this one thing which is like, it's just a single battle. And I thought, okay, maybe if I use like a really tanky team, like just have Odin, who reduces your damage to really little if your health is already full, and another person who just heals you up a lot every time you move, I could just sort of like bullshit my way through. But near the very end, I get hit with like 3 attacks in a row, it just takes out all my health, so I'm kind of salty.
Yo,
While
none of us
you're-
understood any of that.
Well, no, I understood. It's like, there's one guy, so what's the cheap way of beating him? Just sit there and like take no damage while you
Oh.
like hit him a little bit at a time.
Yo, speaking of mobile games, I would just like to announce that Barender is really bad at Trivia Crack.
Alright, let's not talk about me playing Trivia Crack. Let's talk more about what he did this week.
I mean, I'm sure everyone already knows Barnder's shitty at Trivia
Let's
Crack.
talk more about what you did this week.
What I do this week? Oh, right, okay. Let's see. Ooh, it was really cold this week.
Yeah.
You know what I
fuck
did this
that
week?
shit.
I tried to flush the toilet and wouldn't flush because the water was frozen. That's what I did this week. That was not pleasant at all. Let's see. Oh, I drove a lot this week.
Well,
Like-
why'd you drive a lot?
Well, because I had to drive. I mean, what kind of a question is that?
Where'd you drive to?
Destinations.
Oh, yeah, I went south for the winter, you know.
What did you do while you were down south?
I drove.
God damn it, explain your experiences at...
He was warmer than he was up here.
Barely.
Expl-
Really?
Yeah, it was still cold down
Just
there.
tell us
That
how
kinda sucks.
KatsuCon was.
Aha! I got you to say it, fucker. Now you're a bitch. Anyways, KatsuCon was pretty good. So, first of all, we got there on Thursday, which is nice because you can wait in line to get your pass the day before. And the line's still really, really long. So let me talk about the line first because it was really long and therefore it stood out in my mind. So, what? What? Wait,
The great experiences at KatsuCon.
Yo,
The line when I got there.
No! You do not understand. The line is like the threshold guardian for any con goer. Like, if you've ever picked up some sort of fantasy novel where there's a hero type character and they have to go through a first trial to prove themselves before they really evolve into their herodom, that's what the fucking line is. So, lines can be kind of a big deal sometimes. When I went to Otakon last year, you know what happened? When we got to the very front of the line, right before we picked up our badges, their servers just overloaded, and they couldn't handle our badges at all. So we ended up standing there, right at the fucking front of the line, literally staring the person in the face while they couldn't connect to their servers. So, lines ain't no joke, man.
Does that make you special?
It makes us it's like the fringe of lucky and unlucky. We were right there, but we couldn't get our thing. It's like being the person in hell who was closest to going to heaven. That sort of feeling.
While we're talking about heaven, how was the actual experience at KatsuCon?
Oh, okay.
It was hell.
I don't know, it was pretty good. The masquerade was kind of shitty this year, not gonna lie. There were one or two good, skits this year, but mostly it was just people walking on, not really doing anything. They didn't even show the AMVs, that's what they're called. I was kind of cheesed off about that,
Is that what they usually do?
Yeah, actually. Most of the masquerades I've been to, they show the winners of the AMV contest to start with the
okay.
masquerade. It's it's a good way to get crowd,
Yeah.
presence going. But yeah, it was just very they had the introductory, frame story sort of thing.
I hate those things.
Yeah, it was very mediocre, but honestly, it was arguably the best part of the masquerade.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, the only really good skit was the one where, if you've played Fire Emblem Awakening out there in the audience, they talk about how the main character can basically force any other character to marry anyone in their potential support roster.
So it's just like shipping the game?
Yeah, well, yes, Fire Emblem Awakening specifically is shipping the game. So, in the olden days, back when Fire Emblem was Game Boy Nintendo Entertainment System level.
Okay.
Is that what was on there?
Yeah, it was.
So back in the day, although also in the Game Boy Advance games, a character could only support 5 times. So you had 3 ranks, CBA, and I think in the older games it was even more different. I don't know. Between every generation they tend to change a lot of things. But before Awakening, a character had a limited number of supports and a limited number of people they could support. This game, they just went all out and made as many of the characters support with as many other characters as possible. Now, that doesn't mean that anyone can marry anyone, but the options are a lot more varied than they used to be. And you can only get the full backstory behind each character by forcing them to marry different people throughout different playthroughs.
Well, they expected this game to be the last Fire Emblem game when they made it, so,
They did?
because they thought, this was going to be it.
You mean the last, main Fire Emblem game, right?
Yeah, because the series doesn't, sell like crazy or anything. But, then this game, sold, the best out of all Fire Emblems or something. And now they're going to, make tons more of these games.
So you could say that it was the series Awakening.
Yo! Did I click? No. Okay, yo! But, that's what happened with Final Fantasy, too, That's why it's called Final Fantasy.
Yeah, you're right, yeah.
They were like, yo, we're shit out of luck. Let's just make this one last curtain call and leave. And the next thing you know, they're supposed to make another curtain call because things have gotten kind of shitty lately. I hope that Final Fantasy 15 is like Final Fantasy 1 in the sense that it does something nice.
Where's the combat?
Where's the beef?
No, the dog, though.
Dog cam. Yeah, that game's looks really nice, but I don't know about the gameplay right now. There hasn't really been anything like to make me go, all right, this looks fun to play. It's just like, all right, it looks pretty, and that was it.
I don't know. As a sort of average guess, I would say it's going to be similar to Kingdom Hearts style gameplay. You know, nothing too fancy. Maybe sort of a one-button rules all thing going on. Like, you know, how they had the triangle button in Kingdom Hearts. But, like, making use of the set pieces to make you feel like you're doing stuff.
Yeah.
I wouldn't mind that sort of thing, you know? Like, Final Fantasy recently hasn't really been heavy about the gameplay. It's usually more of a plot experience now. So,
Yeah,
like,
it's just like hallway, cutscene, hallway, cutscene, hallway, cutscene.
yeah, so if they made, like, the gameplay be interesting without actually being taxing, that would still be okay.
Yeah, but, you know, they haven't shown it at all, which just makes me really worried. Yeah, like it's not even done at all. What?
But you did say that there was nothing to make you think, like, this game would be really fun to play. I think that's wrong.
What?
Yeah, I think that's wrong too, for
Yeah,
sure.
so listen, a lot of the characters they've shown seem to have, like, a really good sort of background, right? So, for example, the dog.
Oh my god!
No!
The dog appears to have had a very rough upbringing.
Rough.
Even...
Yo, shut up!
like, the thing is, like, I feel like the game looks fun to watch, but it's not fun to play at the moment. That's, like, my biggest issue with it. That's all. Hopefully it'll be better. I really hope it is, because, you know, they really need it. Otherwise they're gonna, like, start complaining, and then, like, their Western studios are gonna do even shittier, and you don't want that.
It doesn't even need to be fun to play necessarily, it just needs to not be unfun to play. Like
Yeah.
Final Fantasy 13.
Exactly. They just need to do a way better job. Not so much of the nothing that was Final Fantasy 13 for the first, like, 30 hours. Fuck that game. Fucking spent, like, 100 hours on it.
I think...
Somewhat salty.
Yeah.
And yet you're not mad that you bought 2 copies of Legend of
Oh my god.
Every time.
Alright.
I think there need to be more dog main characters in games.
Alright.
So, no, listen. I have justification for this.
Okay.
What was... Tails.
Tails,
Vesperia.
yeah.
So, Rapide, right?
yes.
He was basically just like a shittier version of the protagonist in gameplay, right? But his character development was amazing, and he basically was one of the biggest strengths of the game plot-wise, right? You
Yeah.
remember that mission where he had to, like, pee on stuff all over the world to mark his territory against that other dog or whatever it was?
yeah.
Yeah. What a great story. There need to be more.
But even jokes aside, he was one of the only characters to be featured in the prequel movie, and was in fact a large part of it. Not in the sense that he's actually like a large part of the prequel movie, but that part of the story is focused around him.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like, you know, it was just Yuri, Flynn, and a little bit of Rapide there.
Yeah. I mean, he's got, like, the scar, right? That's pretty cool. And the pipe.
Yeah.
That dog had character.
Alright.
You know who doesn't have character?
Dog from Dog Cam.
Yeah. Also Barringer.
Whoa.
Oh.
That's fucked up, guys. But speaking of not having character, are we ready to move on?
Wait, you know, I
Wait.
didn't actually end up talking about KatsuCon.
Yeah, I know!
Oh, okay. So, let me just continue on with a topic that's not Katsu. I'm joking. So, overall, it's pretty nice. You know, spend some time meeting up with friends and stuff. Tiring as usual. I really don't understand, like, the general principle behind a con being so much walking. Because you figure it's a whole bunch of people who normally don't walk much in their day-to-day lives. Not for KatsuCon specifically, but if it were one of the gaming cons, almost certainly. And then it's just like, from somewhere within their reservoirs of deep-seated loathing for real exercise, they draw upon immense amounts of strength to travel throughout this gigantic tangled web of social interaction and foot traffic for 3 days straight. I think the fact that, like, there's something out there that gets people who are more likely than not to be introverted to just come together and perform smelly physical activity together is truly magical. Wait, this wasn't really about KatsuCon again,
No!
though. Okay, I'm really gonna talk about KatsuCon this time. Are you ready?
Alright, go ahead.
So, First of all, the hotel had one microwave.
Oh my god! What did you do at the con?
Oh, wait, this is important. So, big ass hotel, right? Like, we're literally staying in the hotel with the convention center, and I call up and I'm like, yo, is there any microwaves? And they're like, yeah, we have one microwave available in the coffee shop area between the hours of 5 to 8. And I'm like, is there
Wait,
any-
5 p.m. to 8 p.m.?
Yes, I don't know why.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah.
It wasn't like 5 a.m.?
No.
I was joking.
It was 5 to 8 p.m. And I'm like, oh, is there any way to get access to a microwave between those hours? And they're like, no, sorry, we just have that one microwave in the entire hotel. But if you'd like, you can pay us $10 to heat up your food for you in the kitchen.
Oh.
And I'm like, yo, come on, man.
That's some fucked up shit. Which hotel?
The Gaylord.
Oh my god.
No way!
Yeah.
That place like looks so nice, but then they gotta do this cheap shit.
Yo, you want to talk about cheap? They double booked people for
Oh my god.
MagFest. Did we talk about that at all?
No.
Like when
Wait, no, yeah, we did.
Yeah.
We did.
They overbooked.
Yeah.
Yo, this time around, I don't think they did that, but one of my friends, they booked him for 4 rooms for some reason. And they almost didn't let him cancel because he only realized it on the day of. And, like, he had to basically just, like, force it out of them that it was their fault before they let him cancel the rooms.
4 rooms?
How do you
Four
fuck
rooms,
that
huh?
up?
So, yeah, Gaylord, not so good at organizing these sorts of things.
Not so good at the hotel part of the hotel.
Yeah, although the KatsuCon staff is generally quite decent. So, you know, nothing against them. Let's see. In regards to what I actually did at KatsuCon,
Please! Just.
and now on to our next topic.
Oh my god.
I'm joking.
How was the weather?
Oh god, it was fucking cold.
Oh my god.
No.
That was what happened.
You don't understand how cold. Well, you do understand how cold it was because you were up here in New Jersey.
You remember when it was like minus 20 wind chill?
And we boiled water, and then we threw it in the air, nothing happened.
What a waste of time.
Oh yeah, so we went around the dealer's alley a lot, and like, let's see. I remember. Oh yeah. So it turns out that amiibos are region free, right? So we got like a Japanese King Dedede amiibo because, as everyone knows, King Dedede is the best man.
Yeah! Alright,
Wow, that was excitement.
I was excited.
Alright.
King Dedede really is the best character though.
Right?
But what else?
Let's see. We skipped the photo. We went to a few photo shoots. Like I said, hung out with some friends. Ate a lot of overpriced hotel food. You know how it is.
Was it overpriced because you had to pay $10 to heat it up in the microwave?
No, it was just overpriced in the general sense. Let's see. Oh, I went out to buy Valentine's Day donuts because for some reason my girlfriend really got into her head that she wanted those heart-shaped Dunkin' Donuts on Valentine's Day. So unfortunately, there wasn't one like near us. So basically, the convention center is really close to the border between Virginia and Maryland. So I traveled across state lines to get breakfast donuts for Valentine's Day.
Damn.
Dedication.
Yeah.
Did I mention how cold it was yet?
How were the
Yes.
roads?
Oh, the roads were fine.
Alright.
Yeah, get wrecked. I bet you were expecting something interesting, right? Like another diatribe that was completely off topic. But nope, the roads were perfectly A-okay. Although speaking of Maryland roads, you know, they have a lot of speed traps up there. Like... No, I don't mean like... Okay, so first of all, we counted like... I think when we went to MagFest, we counted like 8 pullover like traffic arrests. But besides that, they have so many fucking traffic cameras set up. It's ridiculous.
Yo, I got a ticket at one of those.
Right? Yeah. So you know what I mean.
Nice $150.
Yeah, you got
Thanks.
fucked. Up the
Thanks,
ass.
Maryland. Fuck that shit. Wasn't even going that fast.
Is it like
Rutgers University. New
Yeah.
Brunswick.
Is it like Rutgers where if you
You want to tell
don't
our address?
if you don't attend the place, you don't have to pay the ticket. So if you don't attend Maryland,
This is the ticket came from the DMV of like Washington D.C.
yeah.
you have to pay that.
So if you don't attend Washington D.C., you do not have to pay
No,
the
you
ticket.
still
I don't pay taxes.
You have to-
here. You have no authority over
Yeah,
me.
You
exactly.
can't say
Am
no.
I being detained?
You can't say no to a ticket the government gave you. No, you have to pay.
You kind of can until the next time they catch you. Then they bring out your outstanding tickets and you get in more
Yeah,
trouble.
so just never go to Maryland.
Oh.
It's like the one strike rule, you know?
No, man, I don't.
One strike.
I'm not a fan of this. I'm not a fan of this trying to evade speeding tickets thing. That seems like a really bad idea.
Well, just drive carefully in Maryland then. You heard
Fuck.
it here, folks.
Fuck Maryland.
You heard it here first, folks.
You heard it here, folks, first.
Shut up. It's late, okay?
Are you
yeah,
done?
We're doing this at like midnight.
This has been the longest segment for like the first part.
How many minutes are we at right now?
We're already in like 38 minutes.
So on to the third segment.
So,
Yeah, let's just move on.
actually, let's just skip the second segment because we've been going on for so long.
Wait, what was supposed to be in the second
We can just do it next time.
Yeah, we'll just leave it for next time. Don't worry.
It's a mystery.
Oh, but that's going to be outdated news.
It was
Alright,
about...
alright, fine,
wait,
fine.
you said it was about DRM, right?
No,
That was
DLC.
like 10 minutes.
Oh, DLC. They both start with D, whatever.
But like, it involved a specific game that came
Involve?
out. That came out recently.
Involve?
It's Evolve. It's fucking Evolve. It's fucking Evolve. So, alright, I guess we might as well talk about it since we're already here.
So, once more, I would like you to explain the game Evolve to me.
So Evolve is made by the people who made Left 4 Dead 1. And you know how in Left 4 Dead 1, you pretty much played as the 4 people and you played against the zombies.
Yes.
And like the biggest moments in that game were when the 4 of you fought against the tank.
Yes.
Right? So they pretty much said, alright, what if we just made a game like that, but the tank was controlled by a player?
Okay.
And then it's pretty much just 4 people versus 1 person, and then the 1 person's a monster. The 4 people are hunters who are trying to take down the monster. It's like Monster Hunter, but the monster's a person.
However, the monster is not initially strong, so it has to basically run away from the people who are trying to hunt it down, and then like eat stuff so it can evolve, and then gain powers and stuff, and then when it gets super powerful, you just go and fuck shit up.
Yeah, so it's basically a slightly shittier version of an old StarCraft map.
Sure.
Man,
No, because they used to have a map, which I think was also... No, it was called The Thing. And basically...
I remember that.
Yeah, well, of course you would. Your freaking nationality has been redacted. Well, you guys can guess. Anyways. Yeah, it was that one where everyone was, like, appeared to be a human, but one person was secretly the monster, and they started off weak enough that if, like, a few humans ganged up on them, they'd just die. But they got stronger secretly over time. So the point was to figure out who it was before them and then kill them.
So it's sort of Mafia-like.
Yeah, but once they got to, like, the middle strength level, then there was an aspect of, like, the whole team up on the monster to try taking them down without dying kind of thing.
So, Evolve. That's what the game is.
I heard it was kind of flat.
Well, that's because it's like... It's a game that requires, like, you to play with other people.
Yeah,
And if you
but
don't
like,
have...
not only that, but like the only interesting part is playing the monster.
Well, no, it's like all the other like hunters have their own like interesting like rules or whatever that you have to play
The
as.
thing
I
is,
don't know,
it
but
relies
it's-
on everyone being fairly
Yeah.
equally skilled.
That's the only issue. Like if you're not playing your role, then like
No,
the
but-
game's not gonna be
but, like,
fun.
But like the only objective that hunters have is to kill the
Yeah,
Right,
yeah,
so
yeah.
while the monster's running away, if he's better at running away than the hunters are at hunting, they just run around in circles for a while. It would be better if they had, like, objectives to chase.
Right.
Like, to make things
Well,
happen for them.
which was sort of like the versus mode in Left 4 Dead 2, where
Right.
like it was 4-on-4, but then the survivors the survivors had to
Go somewhere. Yeah.
So like hunting other like special zombies wasn't the main objective.
Yeah, there needs to be 2 things, not just, like, 1, you know?
But well, the game it's like getting fine reviews and everything. Like people like the game. It's mainly because people like the concept of
Yeah,
what it
the
is.
thing is, from what I understand, it's good, but it's inconsistent, and
Mhm.
it could be way better if it was consistent.
Mhm.
I expect some DLCs very
Yeah.
soon.
So
Yeah.
speaking of DLC, this game is gonna have a lot of it.
Oh,
So
God.
yeah. So they have the season pass, which is $25.
No, shh. No, you're wrong.
What?
The hunting season.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It is not the season pass. Do not mistake it for a season pass. That is false advertising, basically. So they misnamed it, basically, maybe on purpose, to say hunting season pass. So people would think season pass, that means I get all the DLC. No, you get the hunting season
You're right.
pass.
You're right. So you get pretty much what you get is skins and 4 new hunters. In the game currently, there's 3 versions of each hunter. So right now there are 12 hunters, and this would give you 4 more. And that's 25.
Just skins, right?
Well, it's skin. No, all the hunters are played differently.
Yeah.
Like they have different abilities and everything.
Oh, so 4 more classes.
Yeah. But
Are they making it like how Borderlands does DLC? Like, can you still play with people who don't have DLC?
yeah, probably because it doesn't matter if like the other person has the same hunter as you, as long as you play as that hunter. That's really it. But yeah, so that's $25. If you want to buy the hunters individually, it's $7.49. But that's like really expensive, I guess. But that's not all the DLC.
Oh my god.
That's not all the DLC at
They're
all.
milking this.
Oh, there's way more DLC that's just like skins and stuff.
Oh god.
And listen to this. So there's going to be 24 skins. You can buy them for $1.99.
Holy crap.
How much
And-
is this game?
$60 game.
Wow. Shitty.
And then you can buy the skins for $1.99, but then there are some special skins which are $2.99. So if you were to buy them individually, it would cost you $74.67.
Oh yeah.
But it's okay. Don't worry, there are bundles. So if you want to buy them all in bundles, it'll only cost you $60.89 for skins in a $60 game that you already bought.
Dude, horse armor DLC.
This is like, I guess it's fine that they do that, but it's like, come on, guys, like.
I mean, it does add a significantly different element, right? Like, there's that one class where one of the people, which is sort of like the subclass, has that thing that just chases down the monster, which is, like, interesting, right? You follow this little dog kind of thing around as it sort of runs toward the monster, whereas another person in that same class doesn't have that at all and has tracking darts. So if you shoot the guy, you'll know where he is and you can just follow that, right? So it plays entirely differently, but it's the same basic class. So I guess you can justify it by the fact that it does change gameplay, like, significantly.
I think the hunting season pass, that's fine. Like, it's new hunters, but this is just like skins. This is like worse than fighting game like costume packs.
Yeah, just blame.
Oh, it's like not even different skills and stuff?
No, the other ones are just skins.
Oh, alright.
The bundles that cost up to $60, just skins.
Interesting.
There's nothing gameplay about them. The gameplay is only the hunting season pass, at least so far.
Yeah, blame Valve.
I actually feel like I would be madder if like there were more bundles that involved gameplay.
Really?
Yeah, because if I paid $60 for the fucking game, I would like to have all the content already and have
That's
everything
true,
else
that's
be
true.
like
I
cosmetic.
guess, but
Paying
like,
more for cosmetics is more okay, just because, like, you're not really missing out if you don't
Yeah.
get it.
but I still think it's like
Stupid.
there's way better things to be doing than like, you know, like at least make or like do something like make some of them free or something, or have another way of being able to get those hunters, like not just having to spend money on it. That's
Yo.
what I think.
Listeners out there, go grab a copy of like StarCraft 2 or something. Just make your own map. It's gonna be way better. Trust me.
Well, that's not a first person and like all that new
But it'll be
pretty looking game.
yeah.
It just, you know, doesn't have the DLC.
I mean, it does look really good.
Yeah.
That game looks amazing.
Well, I mean, I guess they're
That's
really
about it.
capitalizing on the looks then.
Yeah.
Huh?
I guess they're really just capitalizing all in on the looks.
Not necessarily. I mean, I find it fascinating enough that if it was like,
$5.
yeah, yeah,
No, I think this game is like fine, even
Yeah.
at like a $60 like price tag.
yeah. I just
If-
don't spend that much usually.
Yeah, but like the fact that even like you have to spend way more than that on like the amount of DLC that's being offered. That's just a problem here.
You know, it's a great game about like a team of people ganging up to hunt a monster.
What?
Yo, Monster Hunter.
Yeah, but you don't get to play as a monster, and that's what's.
And there are different monsters too, like
Yeah.
you play differently and stuff. One sends out decoys, so you're like, "Oh, I found the monster!" and you blow all your abilities.
There's
and it's
also
like, "Oh,
a
shit, it's a fake."
Cthulhu monster.
Wait, really?
Yeah, one of the monsters looks like Cthulhu
Oh,
when it's fully evolved.
interesting.
So yeah,
I mean,
That's
it actually like if we all got it and played it, I'm sure it would be like a lot of fun. You know?
yeah, but I don't have a PC that could run that game.
Yeah.
What a loser!
Man, I can't even run faster than Light. Shut the fuck
I
up.
have it this. If
What
us,
a bigger loser!
if us two got it and played it, it would probably be reasonably fun.
Yeah, I think it's worth the price. I'm not so sure about it would be worth it if you're gonna play by yourself. That's all.
Yeah.
But
You'll just always be the monster.
yeah, I guess.
Pickup game
Yeah.
for Evolve.
But good news with DLC that World of Warcraft did, that they made a pet which was all for like 100% for charity, and it was a space goat named Argy, or Argy, I don't know how to pronounce this. It cost $10 or the adoption fee was $10, but 100% of that went to Ebola relief in Africa. So some people are doing something good with DLC at least, other than just, milking a game that they already bought for like $60.
Yeah, man, downloadable charity.
Yeah, I think that's fine. Although, now that's over. Like, now it's just going to be, like, a profit thing. It's no longer for charity, but at least they did something good with it, right? Even though I think pets in World of Warcraft are, like, the dumbest thing ever.
Horse armor?
No, I think pets are, like, way worse.
Wait, horse armor wasn't even.
It's Oblivion.
Yeah.
Whoops.
I think...
Never played either of those.
I think World of Warcraft pets, because they don't do
They
anything.
just follow you
Yeah,
around.
it's literally like...
Wait, they have mounts though. And...
That's different.
But no, pets and mounts are two different things.
Oh.
Pets
Pets are just, like,
you around.
here's a fucking thing
Do they have armor?
I got. I guess some of them can have
Pet armor.
But yeah, so it's a really stupid thing, but I guess they used it for something good, which is alright. So, DLC. What do you guys think, like, in the general sense of what they do nowadays with DLC?
Kind of shitty.
I mean, I kind of just don't really care
Fucking-
because I don't do it.
Remember Mass Effect 3?
Yeah?
Day 1 DLC?
Oh, yeah, Day 1 DLC. Yeah, that was bullshit.
That was really bad.
I can't believe that happened.
Yeah.
With the character that was like...
Critical.
right?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's I don't know. I think DLC is fine as long as it's something that was worked on after the game was completed.
Right.
Yeah, what if they made Shepard DLC?
You only get to play as Vega?
But yeah, so some people are doing DLC right, but then there's just other people who are like, let's just milk this shit for, like, let's put all this stuff on the disc, and then we're just gonna ask for money for no reason.
Yay.
Yeah, fuck that. But so what was the last DLC thing you guys got? Do you remember?
Probably Borderlands, right?
Borderlands stuff?
Borderlands 2?
What did you think about that stuff?
I mean, that's okay, because the way they have it is that you can still play with other people that don't have DLC.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I remember that if you got DLC in like Call of Duty, the map packs,
Oh, that was
Yeah,
terrible.
because you couldn't play
Segregation.
with you couldn't play with like your friends if they didn't have the DLC. So what you always ended up happening was like I got the first like map pack, but then like the one person just didn't get it because
Yeah.
they didn't want to, and then you're like, all right, never gonna play on these maps anyway.
Yeah.
So just a waste of money.
No, that's probably a point, too.
Yeah, because then if one person gets it, everyone does.
Yeah,
or,
but
or that, like, if no one gets it, then the support for the server was just gonna... It gives them a reason to kill their servers.
I guess. But like in the end, that person never got the map pack, so we barely ever played on those maps. And then we just didn't even buy the second map pack because we were like, fuck this isn't worth it. Because we're never playing on them anyway. So fuck Call of Duty, fuck DLC.
Even though you wanted.
I mean, that game looked pretty good.
Yeah.
That game looked
I
pretty
think it
good.
looked pretty
Exosuits. Yo,
So you mean like
double-
Titanfall?
well, it looked better than Titanfall. That's
Did
the thing. Yeah, because it didn't have like all the fucking... Here's the thing about Titanfall. The gameplay looked fine. It had like 4 guns. It's the assault rifle, the shotgun, the stupid headshot, like handgun,
Oh, yeah?
It's like, zzz.
yeah,
Aim for me.
and like probably just like the heavy weapons. There's the heavy weapons for against the Titans, like I guess what are they? They're like rocket launcher, and that's it. Like there was no progression. Like Call of Duty has tons of guns that you can like unlock, even though in the end it turns out like some guns are just better. But like it's still way more fun to be able to have that variety instead of just here are the guns or you can get in the Titan. And in the end it turned out like one Titan was way like overpowered against the other two. So even that got fucked up.
Yeah.
So balance. Which is
Who
why if
needs them?
which is why if you go to play Titanfall right now, nothing's there. They released DLC for co-op, which I thought was weird. Like they didn't do like map packs. It was like a co-op thing that you could play as, which required 2 people to get DLC, which is even worse. Some people are just not doing this right. But the last DLC that I think I played was the Left of Us. The Last of Us.
The
Last of Us.
for dead.
The Last of Us Left Behind, which was like really good because that was something that. All right, just don't worry about the mistakes I'm making.
Don't look to the right of us. Your eyes to the left of us.
Other than the fact that I just said it completely wrong.
Like the shittiest way to say, look left. Like, look to the left of us. What are you, like fucking Russian?
Alright. But that DLC was good, and the fact that they didn't even start making that game, like that DLC, for like months after the game came out. So like it wasn't just like something they just rushed out. They like spent the game came out. I think they spent like 3 months, and then they said, "All right, do we want to make DLC? Is there something we want to do?" And then they made something, which is fine for like what it ended up being. So Left of Us or
Last for dead? Dead last?
Look to the left of us, comrade.
The Left of Us Last Behind. Great DLC pack. But that's I think we've said all we wanted about DLCs.
Are there any other DLCs that are sort of like big DLCs?
What do you mean, like very big expansions?
Yeah, like Left of Us.
Didn't Civ 5's like
Oh, yeah.
make it an entirely different experience?
But that's more of an expansion, not like DLC. You know what I
What's
mean?
the difference?
An expansion usually like where like they create a whole different.
So do you
like,
consider
thing.
skins an expansion?
No, I don't. Like I'm saying, that's like DLC. Expansion refers to like a huge like overhaul of the systems that they've done.
Yo, guys, I just remembered. I forgot to dry my laundry.
They're gonna be frozen right now.
But yeah, expansions are different. Like I think of them as like creating like some huge new change to the game that was already made. Like whatever Civ 5 was doing. Like what was the difference in those?
Everything?
Spies?
Exactly.
So you had a bad game, and then you had a good game.
Exactly. That's an expansion. Like World of Warcraft stuff, that's an expansion.
Pandas?
Okay, although some are bad. Like that was the biggest
Free boost.
pandering.
Aha!
See, this is why I said you didn't have a character.
That was the biggest pandering to like the Chinese audiences I've ever seen.
Wait, I don't get it. Can you explain the joke to me?
No, wait. The joke is over. I'm talking about the actual thing now.
Explain it so that we can call you a racist.
It's just they made that whole section because like
You're a racist.
because like their biggest like demographic for this stuff is like in China. So like, all right, let's make a fucking thing that's like Chinese people like are pandas. Good. Let's make them like Kung Fu Panda. People like that shit. And then that's what they made.
Wait, but I still don't get the joke.
Alright, fuck you. We're moving on.
What a racist.
Alright, so that's good. DLC, good, bad, mix. That's the result here. But moving on to way better things in the news this week. Guess what we have? No,
King of Fighters 99?
we have
Two copies of Legend of
No! We have Sonic Boom.
Oh, the
Fuck
worst
no.
selling.
So, yeah, so normally you're like, alright, they made a new Sonic game. It's shitty. But like,
Sonic Boom!
so they're like, alright, it's pretty shitty, but like, the games usually sell well enough, right? Not this time. They made 2 games. There was the Wii U one and the one for the 3DS. Together, they sold 490,000 copies.
I was gonna say like I thought you were gonna say 492 copies, and I wouldn't be surprised.
No, it's like a Sonic game selling that poorly is not good for Sega because like what they had one like good game this year,
What?
Alien Isolation,
Oh, yeah.
and that's it. And because of like all the other shitty things they did, they are projected to lose 13 billion yen this year.
Whoa. No, whoa. I just had a realization.
What?
Sega backwards?
Yeah.
Ages. As in, it was ages ago since they had something that sold out.
Alright. Well, got them?
Yeah.
Alright, well, yeah, they suck. Except for, well, we saw what they did with the aliens, like colonial Marines bullshit, right? So,
The game was great, though.
Sega's got what Nintendo don't.
So with like,
like liabilities.
yeah. So yeah, Sega going in the shitter. Hopefully,
Time to short some Sega stocks.
we'll see what happens with them. They're even like starting to close down some of their what are they called? Club Segas? Sega Club?
I didn't even know that was a thing.
They're like arcade
Is it like
places.
Club Nintendo, but
No. they're like arcade things like that are in Japan. They're like physical stores that they have in Japan.
Time
so
to
like
really
Nintendo
short Sega.
Yeah.
place in New York.
Nintendo World?
That one.
It's nothing at all like Nintendo World.
Alright.
They're like actual like
Nintendo
arcades.
I don't know what it was called.
No. So yeah.
The Nintendo building.
So Sega not doing well.
Nintendo. They should do that.
What?
They should make a Nintendo.
Like buy one of the Seattle like
Yeah.
sports teams
Yeah.
and make the Nintendo.
Yeah.
All right, why don't you send him an email?
Why can't like Super Smash Brothers take place in the Nintendo?
All right, yeah,
You have like a roof.
dude, you should send them this idea.
Yeah.
Sell it to them. Sell them the
Ooh.
idea.
Yeah, good idea. How do I do it? You have me in contact with them?
Send them an email.
All right. Do you have
Send an email to Reggie himself.
Do you have his email?
Yeah.
All right. Can you give it to me?
It's Reggie at Nintendo.com.
Oh.
I don't know
Wow.
if that's true. I just made that up. So fuck you.
I believe it.
Wait, I would actually believe it too.
Yeah.
Just try it.
All right.
All right. But since we talked about how Sega's doing really shitty, guess what's not doing shitty?
Nintendo?
No. They're all like kind of iffy too. But PlayStation 4 and Xbox One are doing really well. They've sold 60% more than they did at like this same amount of time last console generation.
You know what's interesting?
What?
Xbox One has this game called Killer
Oh
Instinct.
my god.
That this guy, Barender here, really wants to play, but he doesn't want to buy an Xbox One just for Killer Instinct. But the thing is, you said it's free to play,
It's
right?
free to play.
Since it's free to play, he already owns Killer Instinct,
Oh my god.
but just doesn't have the thing to play it. How does
So-
it feel?
Really shitty?
Why don't
Thanks
you
for making it
relieve
worse.
that shit?
I'm not gonna buy an fucking Xbox One, alright?
Xbox?
Xbox. Fuck that shit. $250 that I'm not willing to spend.
But it could have been $410 if you had to buy the game also. But
that
you
a point?
don't.
Well, you still have to buy all the other characters.
Nah, just play
You
as the
only
one
get
that's
one
free.
character.
Just play as the one that's free.
No, that's not fun. No, we're not gonna do that. But
Space
yeah,
Wolf?
Saber Wolf.
Space Wolf.
So the PlayStation 4 is actually doing slightly better than the PlayStation 2 was at this point.
That's huge.
Yeah, and you know what PlayStation 2 was?
The best console ever?
Yeah, best-selling console
No, for real though.
of all time.
Yeah, seriously.
Even better than the fucking 3DS or DS or some shit. So
Seriously?
yeah,
Yeah.
It sold more than like all that and fucking like they had 1 billion different DS and they only had 3 different PlayStation 2s, I think. There was the fat one, the better fat one, and then the slim
skinny
one. Yeah. So that was it.
At least they didn't call it the new PS2.
So yeah, they're doing something right, I guess. Even though a lot of people said that this generation was going to be like the last one, it's not going to sell well. Like they're going to like go out of business, but like nope, doing better than they've like pretty much done ever before. So yeah.
Isn't Sony still hemorrhaging though?
Well, that's because everything else of theirs sucks.
Yeah.
That's the issue here. But
So-
like their game division
so
is
either
doing well.
like Sony Entertainment's gonna like break off.
Actually, didn't it?
SCEA? Or
Oh, yeah,
yeah.
SOE.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Only
The Planet Side people
Yeah.
went off, and they're called like Daybreak now or something.
Yep. But fuck, what was I gonna say? There was something important I had to say, but I completely forgot. So we're just gonna move on.
Alright, cool.
Hold on, it's not open yet. Do you guys talk more about it?
Vamp.
You have to actually say something
Vamp.
important instead of just saying vamp.
Vamping.
Is that it?
Yo, play some tunes.
Yo, you remember how great of a character Vamp was?
All right, we're not
You'll
gonna
be
get
the
into
one
this.
to
We're not gonna get into this.
Yeah.
We're not gonna get into this Metal Gear talk. But Dota 2 became the first Steam game that was being played by 1 million users at the same time.
Oh shit.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yo, you know how many Leak has?
I don't know.
A lot more than that.
Yeah, but like, not on Steam.
It could be,
No,
I guess.
Why would they do that?
I don't know.
That's like silly. Wouldn't that mean like they would have to give up part of their like profits to Valve?
What
Which
profits?
is-
You don't buy the game.
But you buy other things through the game.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah. And I don't know if like that you have to like pay them or what.
Yeah.
So, but in the end, you know, that's pretty big. Big things happening for
Yeah, but think about it. Steam sale happens, right?
yeah.
Some dude's looking at a sale and it's like League of Legends free, and you're just like, oh.
Well, there's a lot of things that are free on Steam. Doesn't mean they're good.
Yeah, that's true.
So new update from a story from last week. Remember when we talked about the Dying Light mods and how they fucked up?
I don't know. Oh yeah. They fixed it, right?
Yeah. So they actually
Yeah.
released proper mod support, as well as they're working on hard mode, which is
Yeah.
gonna make the night stuff even harder.
I've heard they are actually like doing really good at that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So even though they fucked up super hard
Yeah.
with that stuff at the beginning, they're finally doing it right.
Yeah,
So
that's cool.
not much to say about that.
People listening.
Just a nice update. But you know what is an interesting thing? Do you guys know about the Order 1886? Do you know what that is?
Oh, I saw something about
I've heard
that
of it.
during like E3 or something.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's one of the big like AAA PlayStation 4 exclusive titles that's coming out, right?
And kind of weird.
Yeah, it looked kind of weird because it's like it takes place in like Victorian England,
Yeah.
but it has feature guns and stuff. So there's some weird shit going on with that
Oh
game.
dear.
But
Great idea.
a lot of people have been looking at the game because it's single player only, right?
Yeah.
And it's a $60 game.
Okay.
But like even before this like news story came out, a lot of people were like this game looks like it's gonna be kind of short because like there's not much that like varied things that they've been showing so far.
I mean, you could say the same thing about like Dog Cam.
No, that game looks huge. Like that's an open world game. pretty
Well, yeah,
much.
but if you only saw the one video of Dog Cam,
No, but you saw them drive through or stuff like
Yeah.
the forest, and then they went into the city, and it was completely new.
what
This
if that was all
game,
just a cutscene?
I guess it could be, but I'm just saying, like it looks like that they model stuff that you can walk around
Yeah.
in, right? This game is like a linear, like what do you call it, story-driven game, right? So some people, this one guy played the game, and he leaked it, and he said that he finished the game in like 5 hours.
It was like if Call of Duty was single player only.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
But he did rush through the game, like knowing what to do. So, but then a lot of other people came around and they're like, "That's not true. We played this game and it took us like 9 hours." Some people are like, "No, it's like 8 to 15 hours to play this game." And then they contacted Sony, and then they were just like not having it. They're like, "All right, we're not even going to talk about this. It's like that's not true." So something interesting that I thought about when I read this story was, so what do you guys think about like when it comes to game reviews or something, right? Do you think that you should review a game based on like how much it costs or just the content itself?
Well, it's like this. I get everything for $5 anyway, so it doesn't matter to me at all.
No, but I'm saying what do you guys think about it though? Like what do you think is like the right way to do it?
Well, so length isn't always indicative of like this is an amazing game.
Right.
So like Spec Ops: The Line, right? One of the best games I've ever played,
Mm-hmm.
and it was not that long.
It was 8 to 10 hours.
No,
Yeah.
no, I beat it in like 5.
All right. Well, that just means you were doing nothing but straight through. Like you don't ever.
That's how
look
I play
around.
everything. That's how I
No,
play
but like
everything.
there was a lot of things to like look around
For 3 hours.
Yeah.
What do you just, like,
what did
stare at
what
the
difficulty-
sandstorm?
What difficulty? Wait. What difficulty did you play it on?
Sandstorm?
What difficulty did you play it
I
on?
don't know, like
Pussy level?
probably.
Yeah, because I played it on the second hardest when I first played it, right?
Oh.
And you know that game is like very like not lenient with how much damage.
It
you
was
can take.
probably either normal or the one above.
I played what I don't. There was like the usual ones, normal, another one, and then different one, and then the hardest one. I played on the one below the hardest
Yeah.
one, and that game is like you take like 2 bullets and you die, pretty much.
Just like it really
Yeah. So like when you play it on the hardest difficult or harder difficulties, it does take way longer than it would have.
Yeah.
But yeah, I thought that game was pretty long for like a game like that. Because like it was just a single player game and like shoot 'em up, whatever. Like usually Call of Duty games are fucking 5 to 6 hours and that's it. And
Well,
that
so was
game,
this one for me.
that's because you're playing it like a Call of Duty game, and it wasn't meant to be played like a Call of Duty.
No, yeah,
game.
it was though.
And
That
you're
was
also supposed to play it like more than once. since you get like those weird choices and stuff.
Yeah.
And like those endings are quite different
Yeah.
at the end.
Well, I mean, you could just start over from there. That's what I did.
Oh, is that all you did?
Yeah, I
Well, like-
got every ending in
okay.
like 5 seconds. Anyway, so it's certainly relevant, right? Like if something was 30 minutes, like there were some games that were like 30 minutes, right?
A good like example of that was Gone.
Ground Zeroes.
was Gone Home.
I don't know. What
You know
is.
that?
No.
It was it's a game that's like pretty much like it doesn't really have gameplay. It's just like an adventure game where you just walk around, look at things,
Yeah.
and move on, right?
So like Stanley Parable.
Yeah, kind of. It's pretty much that, but like the game, and it's not like it's different on like different playthroughs, right? It's the same thing every time.
Yeah.
So it was a $20 game.
Mhm.
You could finish that game in an hour to an hour and a half.
Okay.
Like, what do you think? But like everyone like really liked the story of the game.
So on sale, that was like $5.
Like barely was ever on sale.
Oh. Well.
Yeah. But yeah, that game was like. So what do you think? Do you think when you review a game, do you think the price matters?
Yeah.
Like, do you think like the
If,
review
listen. Extreme example, right?
should- Okay.
If they charge $300 or something, who the fuck's gonna buy it?
Right, but do you think it should just be like you review the game on the content, and then at the end you say like something about the price?
I mean, it's just like a product, right? Like if you had a car that was amazing, but it was like $1 million, it's fucking relevant because who's gonna buy it? It could be the best car in the world, but who's gonna buy it?
right.
If it's within like normal range, it doesn't matter. Like if a game's like $60, whatever, unless it's just like 10 minutes long, right? But like if the price to content ratio is like okay, then it's not really that
So
relevant.
do you think like if you were rating the game,
Yeah,
it would get a lower rating?
if it's extreme.
Like, but like just like a normal stuff. Like, let's say like what I said about Gone Home, game that ends in an hour and a half, $20 game.
What was Ground Zeroes was how much money?
It was $20,
Was
wasn't
it?
it? It was 20 or 30. Like, what do you think? Do you think it's like the content or just like you have to? And would it lose like
I mean it's
rating?
it's relevant.
I think it's relevant, but I'm not sure if like you should change the rating of it because the price isn't a constant.
I mean, it
Price
factors,
always changes.
it factors into the decision to purchase more than the rating of the game.
Right.
You know?
right. And that's like.
But reviews are meant, for the most part, to be a guide on purchasing, right? So it's sort of relevant.
Yeah, if that's how you use reviews,
Yeah.
then I guess that's the case. But like that's not how I always use reviews.
Yeah.
I want to see like if the game's good. That doesn't necessarily mean I'm going to buy it.
Yeah.
Because I'll buy games even if like reviews are shitty.
Like Legend of Korra?
Legend of Korra.
Twice?
Yeah. So that's so it's like
Yeah.
I always went with the idea that like reviews should be based on the content of the game.
Yeah.
And then you say something about the price, and that's it. But yeah, that's all for that one. Want to hear something interesting though? You guys remember Rock Band?
Are they bringing it back?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
No.
Seriously?
No, they're not bringing it back.
Wait, I thought they were.
Oh.
Well, we'll see what Harmonix wants to do.
Okay.
Not necessarily bringing it back. They got we should have brought this up in DLC. They released 2 new songs in the DLC store in Rock Band.
For like the old one?
Yeah, the whatever the newest
Yeah.
Rock Band is for that one. It's been 2 years since they put anything new in. What do you think?
Man, did that fall hard.
Yeah, Rock Band is still getting DLC after all this time. And you know what else is weird?
So what did they do for 2 years?
Nothing. Nothing came out for Rock Band.
No, but like, you go to work.
Oh well, they work on they work on more than Rock Band.
You're like, alright guys, we got anything on the table today? Nope. Alright, go home.
Harmonix made Dance Central 1 and 2.
Oh.
They made that weird Fantasia game, and then because they're called Harmonix, so they make music games, right? And they made another new game that they're gonna make right now, which got like Kickstarted or something. So they've been making games,
Yeah.
not just Rock Band, but this is just something like came out of nowhere. Alright, we're gonna release DLC for Rock Band because we got this license that we've been trying to get for 2 years apparently. I don't know. It's like not that important, but I just thought it was a funny story to tell. You guys know what The Last Guardian is?
Yeah. The thing that will never be.
Yeah.
But here, it's not canceled, guys. There was like a weird trademark issue recently. I didn't really understand that part. But guess what? Sony said it's not canceled.
It's just
Still being worked on.
Yeah, Duke Nukem Forever
Yeah.
status.
So do you think that game's ever going to come out?
No.
Yes. in the same way that Duke Nukem Forever came out.
So really bad.
I don't know. I mean, like, yeah.
They're gonna use the same voice actor.
I mean, what takes like almost 7 years, right?
Well, the problem has been like they've been having problems with like the engine. First, they worked on the PS3. They were having issues with the engine. Then they said, "All right, let's just switch to PS4." Then they have to make like changes to the engine and do something completely different.
So they're basically just making an entirely new game.
Possibly,
Yeah.
like whatever we saw like back in I don't know however long ago that was could be just like completely
2009,
scrapped. Yeah,
2010.
it could just be completely scrapped. So we don't know.
So why not just like call it like
Something else.
yeah,
Because I don't know, Pride or something.
Last for Dead.
I think that one's taken.
The right of us.
So another interesting thing that Xbox One is doing now is that you know how I don't know if you guys heard this when they started doing all the Xbox One news. They said that all like retail versions of the Xbox One are going to be used are going to be able to be used as dev kits. Did you know about that?
I just remembered the 4chan.
What?
Like, you've never heard of the 4chan prank of, like, unlocking
Oh yeah.
Xbox?
Well, no, because the reason that came out was because like at first they didn't allow that as a thing, and but then 4chan was like, all right, let's fuck with people and like break their fucking Xbox.
What happened?
Right?
What happened?
So
yeah, if you follow their instructions, like, it's supposed. I mean, I guess it's supposed to unlock def mode.
yeah, it said like these are the steps you need to do to unlock the Xbox One as a dev kit. You just fucking brick your fucking Xbox.
Hey, remember activate.
But yeah, so now they're officially going to be.
Google was right.
So now they're actually going to be like dev kits being released for retail Xboxes.
Yeah,
So that anyone what?
So that means Xbox One basically folded to the terrorists.
Wait, what?
4chan. They folded.
No. That like feature was announced a long time ago.
Okay.
That like they made that joke because like it wasn't. They said that it was going to be a thing, but like they didn't. They just didn't have it available at the time.
Oh.
Yeah. But yeah. So what do you guys think? Is that like a interesting thing for them to do?
Sure.
Let's go if yes.
Yeah, I mean, like, if you have it and you're like, hey, I have a passing interest in making something, you can.
Yeah, because before like dev kits used to cost like tons of money. Yeah, $1,000 if you want to buy it. If you want to even like try something. Even though eventually they become really cheap. Like I remember, even when the PS3 came out, like PS2 games kept coming out, and you know why they kept coming out? PS2 and PSP games. You know why they kept coming out?
Cheap.
The dev kit was like dirt cheap. Anyone could just get it, like no matter who you were.
But were they good?
No,
Well, there you
like
go.
a lot of like shitty PSP games came out because of
Yeah,
that.
so if you limit that, you're just gonna get better stuff?
Well, it also meant like a lot of good games came out.
Yeah, that's true.
So it was like
You're just like increasing the everything.
yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
And Microsoft's, like, just taking it forever.
Yeah, they're trying.
Right? Because they made Visual Studio
Mm-hmm.
free.
Yeah,
And they're, like, talking of possibly open sourcing, like, Internet Explorer.
they're really like changing how they kind of were.
They're trying to
before
be
this.
hip and cool.
Yeah, pretty much.
This
Just like-
podcast sponsored by
Psychomoft.
wait, what?
Psycho.
What's that? All right. Well, and our last news story of the week. Do you guys remember that game Paranautical Activity that went on Steam, but then like
Oh yeah, Greenlight, right?
yeah on Greenlight, and then like it wasn't showing up properly. So then the guy who one of the co-founders of the company that made the game, he went on Twitter and like was like, "I'm gonna kill you, Gabe Newell."
Yeah.
And then Gabe Newell was like, "Fuck off! Your game's now no longer on Steam."
Yeah.
And then the guy was like, "Alright, I'm gonna leave this company and like go work at a shitty job or something." And then in the end, that guy ended up going back to the company anyway. And like, so one, he didn't even like stick with his word, either of killing or of leaving the company. And now, finally, that game is coming back to Steam.
Yeah, what if Gaben just like nukes it again? After years the guy's going back.
Yeah. Well, it's
Wait, when was this supposed to be released?
A couple years ago.
no, this was like 6 months ago now. This happened. Yeah.
It was that soon?
Yeah. It was very recent, but
Well,
now.
that feels like an eternity.
But guess what, guys? This is the Deluxe Atonement Edition.
Seriously?
Yeah.
That's
So
hilarious.
Oh
That's
my
so
God.
funny.
So I guess they're really using this for publicity on their game.
That's really fun.
So they're trying.
You think that was on purpose?
no.
What? I don't think the whole "go kill yourself" thing was on purpose. I do think he was like really trying to get attention. He just took it way too far against like the guy who fucking owns the platform he's trying to sell his game on. So good job, that guy. And I guess good for them that their game's back. At least the entire company isn't gonna suffer hard for the fucking.
I'm a
mistake
really
that one
big
guy
fan
did.
of Atonement Edition. That's hilarious.
Yeah. So go buy the Atonement Edition if you're interested.
Is
But,
it getting good reviews or no?
I mean, it's a fucking game on Greenlight.
I mean, but like,
I don't know. I
but
don't know
like
anything.
Papers, Please was on.
I don't know anything about the fucking game. I just thought this story was hilarious. So, game could be super shitty, I don't know. But yeah, go Atonement Edition. Yep.
Damn it.
So that's all the news for this week. Anyone have any of their own news to add?
No.
Well, we're all very tired and want to go to sleep.
We gotta do one last thing.
What?
We gotta review all these discount chocolates we bought after Valentine's Day.
Right now?
Yeah, right now.
Never get anything filled with marshmallow at the end.
Alright. Well, which chocolates? Which chocolates?
Everything else is basically the same. Red velvet's amazing. Marshmallow's bad.
No, marshmallow's great.
I just eat 'em all, man.
Velvet one yet. Are there any left?
Probably not.
Oh, I found one. Yeah. So, best part about after
camera.
Valentine's Day.
I don't
is
want this.
chocolate
I really don't want anything. Actually, here you
Here's a
go.
red velvet.
I found one alright. I'm eating it now, literally.
Well, one of you eat this.
No,
Why don't you eat that?
look, I ate all of these already. Just take
You
it.
have to eat one. You have to eat one.
No.
Come on, start eating.
Nope, not happening.
Tell us all about it.
I'm bucking the trend.
I'll put it next to my nuts.
Speaking of putting things in nuts, remember when I broke your bed and you put my nuts in your nuts?
Uh-huh.
And by nuts I mean I had walnuts.
No, I mean like nuts.
But his nuts was his nuts. That part was true. So fuck you.
You're having a really hard time opening that bag,
I'm trying to talk and open at the same time. It's really hard. What did you think?
That's pretty good.
You're still opening it.
That's it? It's pretty good?
Just give me that. Oh, it's
No,
open
I
now.
got it, I got
Okay.
it. So that's it? It's
Well,
pretty
no,
good?
no, no. Give me your general assessment of all the chocolates. You've had more than I had.
No.
I actually
barely
have
had
had
any of
like
them.
I've had all of them actually.
I've only had one so far.
Oh.
I've had them all. Can I do it?
Oh.
Marshmallow's bad. Red velvet's good. Everything else is average. Oh, dark chocolate's just always good. So there you go. Here you go.
Now then, would you say you would rate these chocolates more or less highly if they weren't on discount?
I mean, interesting. So the only ones I would buy on their own are the red velvet ones.
That it?
Let me think. Maybe dark chocolate, but not necessarily that variety, because that was kind of crappy for dark chocolate. So basically, yeah, not that good.
Look
Too
at Vic
bad.
Champ just hating on it.
Alright, we'll give this one a, what's a good Valentine's Day? 6.9 out of 10.
Ooh.
Alright, we
You're
did
gonna
it.
ask him what the joke is?
I got that one.
Oh, fuck you. And that's the podcast for this week. Everyone,
Yeah, always make sure you have a large enough bed before you do that shit.
say
Well, what is-
goodbye.
What would a 6.6 look like? Would it look like Spoonie?
Yeah, basically.
Like a 9 and a 9.
Reverse of the bed. What kind of a question is that?
Or like 9 out of 6. What are you doing there?
You're
You're
opposite.
facing away from each other because you're like angry or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
No, you're like facing their ass.
What?
No, that would be
Right? I mean, like 69, right? Is
that would have to be like
You-
a backwards
you have-
9.
Are you saying that like your head is just turned around completely? That doesn't make sense anatomically.
Yeah.
What? What are you talking about?
There's no numerical position in which you're facing your person's ass.
Yeah, that's impossible.
I think it's really late. So say your goodbyes.
what would look at 17
No! We're ending it! That's it!
or
It's
71?
over. Go like it.
Somebody wants to actually like
Go like and subscribe.
Yeah.
Click on our ads.
Click on the ads. Bye. Say bye, everyone.
Bye, everyone.
96.
Fuck you guys, but not literally.
Bye, everyone.
Bye.